Race Tour Season 7. We've unfortunately missed the first two sectors of this race, but we're here already with P1 led by, I believe, the driver who was in P3 or 4 last season in Tier 1. We have a Ferrari 2-3, Echo in P4, Ty Clear in P5. We're going to need to check out what the qualifier position so exactly see where they all started from. We're going to do... There we go. We're going to just go their intervals. Position change. Okay, so a lot of them have stayed in the exact same position apart from TJ, which has already jumped up to Michael Liu, which has lost 2 positions. Big Woots, I don't know if that's something else. And we've got a yellow flag further down the field. What is that due to? Lewis 44 fan has unfortunately spun around in his hat and lost 10 positions because of it. A lot of drivers have gained from that as he's nicely sat in midfield. I'm going to get back up to our leaders now. But it seems like we also have Ollie Bean, which has jumped up 3 positions. A little note from them. The fastest lap currently is a 1:23.7. Obviously, that is the first lap of the race. Is further down the field. It seems like Nuki Lad is being able to get him over. No, he pitted. Okay, yeah, he's missing an end plate there. That's very unfortunate start from him. As there are overtakes all throughout the field. A lot of people diving into the pits as well. Very interesting to see. As, yeah, that's expected as we saw them in the barrier. So we're going to go back to our race leaders now. We're actually going to follow up with TJ in the RB because he has a time penalty. I'm not sure of how much. Of 3 seconds here. I assume just for some simple track limits warnings. Oh, and there's an overtake higher up the field now. That is a very good position. Overtake through turn 9 and 10 from the Scuderia. As Nasev is going to be looking for this coming down into turn 11 here. Up the inside, he couldn't quite get enough grip, very nearly made contact. Coming through turn 12, he's going to make another move. I don't think turn 13 is a really good lunge point, as TDR Star actually went a little bit wide on the run to turn 13 there, as there's more overtakes further down the field that we're going to try and catch here without missing too much of the action from the leaders. Of course, it's a social race, so it's mixed tier, which means that some drivers that maybe didn't get to qualify their one in might be able to cut through the field quite efficiently, such as Ollie J77, drivers like that. As any more gaps as there seems to be up the field, seems like we're going to have some battles, if I can get there. Who am I even watching? Following up on Echo here, it seems like just a little bit behind. There is a lot of battles there. Ollie Bean already picked up the second warning of the race. We have Gordon, which looks like he's going to make a move round the outside into turn 19. He's going to be like George Russell. No, he is not after the epic battle there today. Following up a little bit up the field, we're going to keep an eye on this battle for P2 here. Oh, lovely, lovely fight going on. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Gordon and whoever that is. Sorry, I've literally jumped on comms instantly. Gordon and Nasev in the RB there. Yeah, his battle's going on at Ollie Bean. It seems like he's losing positions. Has he made a big mistake here? Yeah, Ollie Bean has been around lots of his front wing. He's probably like to dive into the pits. That was a very late pit entry from him. He's just going to change at the front wing. We're going to see what tyres he puts on. Probably hard and hope for a safety car later on to get back into this fight. Is that Luke Lad also in the pits? If so, no, that is not. Okay, going to jump back up to the race leaders where Nasev has closed right up there to the leader again. He's in a Scuderia sandwich here. He's going to try and hold that lead Star Wheel right to the end of this, but he's still got another 20. He's still got another 25 laps to go. It's still going to come down to pit stop. His tyres will go roughly 13 laps if he's going for the conventional medium hard stop here. It seems like we've got everyone is on the same strategy, just opposite ways round. So the 2 pit stop windows I reckon will be P13 for the mediums and P16 for the hard runners here, as they managed to get an overtake through the turn 9-10 chicane there. Very nice move from that RB, as Star is going to want to be opening up that rear wing going into the next lap, trying to make a nice lunge down into turn 1. Can he carry enough speed through here? He had a little bit of look through there, turn 11, through turn 12, using up all the track there, get wide, and then hit that apex and try and keep in their slipstream, open up that rear wing. He's going to come up as TJ picks up another 3-second penalty. He's going to sit there, get that slipstream. He's going to be able to get the rear wing open. Is the DRS assistance going to be enough to get him ahead? And no, he's not even going to get close enough to have a look. He's still 4 attempts back, so he's going to follow up there. Is there any more battles going on that further down the field? Does not seem like it. Everyone has settled down. There's actually Gordon up on his teammate for this race. They're going wheel to wheel through here. Nice easy pass with the DRS. Oh no, he didn't end up getting the pass. My bad. As it also seems like Ty Clear a little bit further back. We might just be able to see up on these battles all at once. You can see up Ty Clear. He really is just following up quite closely here. Everyone does seem like they're really close. It's also TJ. They all got their rear wing in these current regulations. DRS trains are so prominent. As Rio Harris slightly further down the field, just bombers it past Michael Louis. As more overtakes. There was a lot of overtakes in that DRS, so it was very difficult to actually try and keep track of all that's going on. There's a little bit scrambling for all the overtakes that seem to be happening in the same corners. As we're following up on TJ here, as he is still riding very close to the cars in front, but I do not know if it's going to be enough to be able to make any moves as they are all with a former type of train. As Ollie Bean has gone for the hard compound, which I predicted. As Stephen Beecham looks like he was in a little bit of a battle there in his Red Bull. They're all going to fly through turn 1 and 2 here. As Gordon possibly looking for a move on his teammate, but he is not going to lunge it. He's going to keep it safe. He's going to take those hards a while. He knows that starts, mediums won't last forever. He'll have a couple extra laps where he might be able to get past, just stay out for a little bit longer. I don't know if he's going to try and overcut him here, as Tax Collector further down the field manages to gets past someone. The Red Bull, as there is yellow flags. Let me get up a track map. I don't know why I don't have that. There we go. Much easier. As TJ. There we go. Lovely. And there's contact. There off TJ off the grass. That is not going to be what he wants for his pre-season race. Yeah. He's going to need to get that grass on his tyres nice and quick. He's going to want to be able to get back in this race. But he's dropped all the way down to P10 now. That is very annoying for him. He must be absolutely livid. Penalties don't really happen in pre-season races, but if they did, that'd be a big one, I reckon, for one of them. They just went wheel to wheel through turn 9. Very dangerous, fast chicane there. They've been on these cars for 5 laps now. 6 for the leader. Is there yellow flags down the main straight, but it seems to have gone away. Not sure if someone had a little moment there. Any more overtakes throughout the field. I mean, the leaders are pretty close. As the Aaron of Ollie J comes into the pit lane, as that is Nuki Lad, I believe, stopped on track. Yeah, Nuki Lad stopped on track. Still was ahead of the Haas. Where is that? Oh, the Haas being lapped. Oh dear. I didn't realise we were moving out at that point. Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't realise we were at the point where people started getting lapped. To be fair, yeah, it's not very common. Is there anyone else that's not in a train that is close? Probably Tax Collector, weirdly, is up here. Ty Clear could be in threat from Tax Collector, who's going to be able to get his rear wing open through this DRS zone, but he cannot fight with the drag reduction system of his own, as he gets nice and clears him for turn 9, is able to lunge through it, and then he should have DRS once again to build that gap even further on the run down to turn 11. Oh, that's Ty Clear is going to be really struggling here to keep that gap closed, but luckily now he will no longer lead the train, that he can use the assistance DRS to keep up or even overtake it, or he may choose to wait back a little bit to catch up. Let Tax Collector catch up to TJ, use up his tyres, and then he'll work on the overtake. But we also have some battles possibly with Star and Gordon further up the field. We can keep an eye on that as Ollie Beam makes the overtake on Ollie J. Ollie J recently came out of the pit lane, so his tyres are likely a little bit colder. Hopefully that was a nice easy overtake for Ollie Beam. We're going to see if there's any more battles throughout the field, as Michael Louis and Rio Harris are very close to each other. And Michael Louis and Rio Harris are fairly close to each other, so we're keeping an eye on that one. Oh no, Himmy Dimes. Oh, we've got yellow flags out for Nuki Lad once again. That is not what he's going to be wanting. I don't know if he just didn't practice Australia before this race or what's going on. Oh, and Ollie J couldn't. They're actually having some really good battles. There we go. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay. Right, so there's an decides to be battles higher up the field, but it's only a social race, so it's okay. As the pink Alpine follows up on that Papaya rocket. We're still in the 2025 reg, so that is still fast. Louis 44 retires in the pit lane. That is expected. That is fully expected by what's been going on with him. You could add in the box. I don't know if this is for a retirement or if he's going to take a 10-minute nap like Alonso in the Australian Grand Prix. As a lot of drivers diving into the pit lane. Is this... I've not seen a two-stop here before. But it seems like a lot of drivers are all pitting on the same lap onto hards. So maybe this is a alternative strategy that... these are a lot of tier 1 guys, so maybe this is faster and I just suck. Because I always go the medium to hard, like 13 here. Unless there's safety cars, I might chuck on sauce for a bit or something, but that is my pretty cut and dry strategy. As we're going to see is, are they going to be able to get any undercuts here? It seems like Nuki Lad has unfortunately spun it. Coming out of the pit lane, not sure how he's done that. Oh, Ollie Bean. What a muppet. He's binned it. That is a very unfortunate showing there from Ollie Bean. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of undercuts, I reckon, here. As if they can get the hards up to temperature before the other runners box, then they can just completely fly past them in the pit lane. It's in the 2025 version of this track, as Star comes in, the speed limit is still 80 kilometers per hour, but I believe in 2026 version it's actually slower, so they're going to need to enjoy this quite short pit stop whilst it lasts. That seemed a pretty fast stop from with a Scuderia there. As we're going to see how many places he's actually going to lose. He's going to lose onto this entire back here. This is going to be dropping right down the field. Hopefully he can come out a nice air pocket. Not air, my words. Very sorry. He's going to come out and not clean air. That is not what he's going to want. He's going to have two cars right behind him, and he's going to be in the turbulent dirty air. He's going to ruin up his new tyres. He's going to struggle to get the grip into them in this first couple of laps. That was very unfortunate for him. There's Michael Louis further down the field. Seems like he's made a position, and someone is around. That is Ollie Bean, I believe. We're not going to have a little look just yet. Michael Louis and TJ seems to have nice good battles here, considering it's medium versus new hards. Seems to be doing pretty good. Believe Michael Louis came down for a couple of tier 2 races. He had a bit of fun in tier 2 at the end of the last season. He did all right. I think he in the top 10 pretty much every race from what I saw. So he had a decent end of the season in tier 2, in mainly tier 1 in season 6. The 7 has multiple tier 1 wins, if I recall. And there's good battles here. 3-way this could be. There's still wheel to wheel. Through turn 14, wheel to wheel. Who's going to have DRS, or are they both going to have it? I think they might both. Oh, they're both with DRS, and it's a drag race, 2 turn 1 here. Is Rio Harris going to have the inside line in his Aston Martin, in his British Racing Green, and make a tiny bit of contact? He's made to lunge it ahead, and he keeps that position. He doesn't get his ankles absolutely broken and annihilated. As Ollie Bean picks another 3-second penalty. It's very unfortunate for him. Rio Harris, I would like to point out, your helmet looks lovely. Silver and purple. Bloody beautiful. And what is going on further down the field? It seems like the Williams and Red Bull battered it out. If only this could be like real life and not Max cutting through the field. As a lot of these guys are not true track position. Himmy Dimes, again, not in true track position, gets Park's tax collector. And now we'll have a little bit of a gap to have a little bit of clean air, not for long. He seems to be closing out very quickly. That's, well, fortunate that he has the pace, but unfortunately he won't get a super long clean air. It's very, very mixed feelings for him, I'm sure. As we're coming nearer the halfway point in this race, about half of them was boxed, but we still have a lot of them. Surprisingly, a lot of medium runners still going, as we're coming on to lap 12 with the RB still at first. We've built a nice, comfortable lead. He can basically make a mistake for a slow pit stop now. There's a few more drivers coming to the pits. Who is that exactly? I mean, we got Echo, he was near up the field, the Mercedes, the Sauber, and TJ, as those 44 has left the session. Nuki lad. I'll give him some respect. He's finishing the race. He's a little bit further off the pace, but he's probably just waiting for a safety car or something, I guess. Ollie Bean actually has some decent pace, especially around Albert Park here, so I don't know what's going on with him. And I'm not sure on exactly everyone else's pace here, on who I would really be thinking to win, who my money would go on. Well, right now, going through the race, I could definitely, man in P1 has security being in P1, has some battles, but I feel like he's bringing it back a bit more. I would probably put more money on him now, but from the start of the race, I honestly, any of the top 5, I kind of could have put it on. Even, yeah, any of the top 5, probably could have put it on and been fairly comfortable with it. Probably more, yeah, top 5, I don't even know if I could pick one. Because I feel like they were very equal pace track by track, and I don't know any of them well enough to know their exact pace on this track, as it seems like the Sauber of Michael Louis is just going to... Am I tweet? Oh no, he's... Okay, I'd read it wrong. I thought he was on the 0 lap old hards. I was... Oh, voice crack. I do not know why he was coming in, but he's on the older medium, so that makes more sense. That made it nice and easy for the other cars just to make it past him. Didn't have to get held up by... Michael Louis didn't get held up at all. F1 Mallard in the box with Echo as well. Lots of penalties picked up by these drivers. I assume probably in turn 9 and 10. That's a very big one. And also turn 4, I'd probably say is a big one for penalties. Not entirely sure. Everyone has their own weak points, but my personal ones, I feel they're pretty easy to pick up some track limits there. Rio Harris right up on stars. He manages to make it up the inside and run turn 12. No, turn 11, I'm sorry. Is Star going to be able to have another look in that Scuderia? No, yeah, Star through turn 13 here. Little look up by Star there. Very difficult corner to get nice on the brakes to come through, but Star is going to be able to get that rear wing open. What sort of pace is going to be able to find? A massive amount. As he just absolutely flies past him. Keep it nice and tidy. Real would be patient as he's going to lose Star a little bit here as he one DRS detection point for these 2 DRS zones, but he's going to try and keep close. Going to try and get as close to that apex as possible. Right close to the car in front, but he needs to be careful this dirty air to lose the grip from some of these faster corners. Come through here, don't touch the curbs too much, keep off the grass. Going to come flying through this corner. He's going to have DRS down into this zone. This would be a big one. Run to turn 9, he can gain a massive advantage here as he has a lot of batteries burning it up. As Star has much less battery, so Rio definitely has the ERS advantage through this on the run to turn 9 here. Is he going to be able to send it up the inside? And he's nearly lunged it. He pulled out last minute. I think that was probably the right choice to make. He didn't want to endanger both of them. You can't win the race if you take yourself out. So definitely correct choice. They're going to go and battle this one for one more lap, but now they're in the inverted placements. Rio now is 1 place behind coming into the lap, as he's only 4 attempts back coming into the DRS detection point. Is he going to be able to do much? He's going to get that rear wing open coming down. A Star is Star coming up on a back marker? Yes, might be able to get a DRS assistance from them. Might have actually done. I didn't quite get to see. Any more battles? Ooh, Ollie J seems like he could be making moves here. I think he might have just done a tax collector. We're going to keep an eye on the battle for the podium position. See if that gap closes any more, then we're going to need to jump back to it very quickly. We'll run it down his little DRS train as the Sauber up on the papaya there. Nice and easy. Got past before it even hit the braking zone of turn 1. As now it's only 3 attempts to the podium. As Rio Harris is really challenging for it. Oh, is he going to be able to make the lunge round the outside? Though he's just had to pull out last minute. Yes, again, all the little snap from Star, but he seems to be able to keep up the track and not lose too much pace there. Very positive for him with Rio Harris. Is he going to be close enough to make a lunge? He's definitely looking for it. I think he's trying to trick Star into making a mistake here, which he very nearly made a big one. Very nearly made a costly one on the exit turn 9. His tax collector further down the field is only 2 attempts back. He's cutting through this field like butter. So like a hot knife and butter here, round the white Red Bull. through turn 10, just absolutely coasting through. That was a beautiful corner from him. Props to him there. I'm just going to jump back up the field to see the battle for the podium yet again. Seems like Ollie J, though, further down the field, is also keeping an eye. He doesn't want to miss out on those positions anymore. This ain't going to be an easy day for Tax Collector. He's going to have to fight to the end of the laps. Star seems to be pretty comfortable in this P3 position. They both have very equal battery. No one has the ERS advantage. They're both able to nicely charge throughout the lap. As Rio with a DRS, is he going to be able to actually get that rear wing open, use up his battery? And the drag reduction system is active. Is he going to be able to get close enough to make a nice lunge into turn 9? No, he is not. He's just going to have to stick right up on his gearbox shift again. The longer he does this, the longer he's going to burn up his tyres. He's got actually a tyre disadvantage here, as well as yellow flags are out for Nuki Lad, which that brings out a full course safety. That is very interesting. That's going to really help the people that decide to stay out a little bit longer. Yeah, Nuki Lad simply just, he must have had a snap run through turn 9, lost it through turn 10. You're going to see the Sev in the box coming off his hard tyres that he's taken for the entire race. That's fitted perfectly, really. Basically, the hard runners here, we're just going to let everyone box and see the positions afterwards. There's a lot of people diving into this. There's a very busy pit crew. The Scuderia is double stacking. Has that lost them any time? Nah, that's kept them the exact same, so that's okay. I haven't really harmed them. They were far enough apart. Might have lost them a couple of attempts, but they weren't getting contested enough for it to matter. Let's see how does the field coming out here. Literally the entire field boxing. Apart from maybe one or two, depending on if they're coming, but we're about to see in a minute. The Williams of the Alpine, a real Aston Army, and Ollie Bean YT. The Williams has come in. Will Ollie Bean? And he has. Got a little bit ghosted. He speeding a little bit. They're falling behind the safety car. Nice for pit stop from the Alpine pit crew there. So let's have a little look. Now everyone's settled down. This should bring everyone back into the race. Everyone that thought there might be an Alvarez back in. Fastest laps, actually. This is a little bit weird because some of them obviously boxed earlier, different times and everything. Currently it's Echo with the 18.7, but Rio, Star, Ollie, we're under safety car, lads. How have you managed to do that? Rio and Star definitely have decent pace here over the race. Here we dimes as well. We're just going to see penalties. Ollie being with the penalties, which won't really affect him currently, is at the backs, but we'll see if he can get jump off the field anymore on this restart. He can take me right to the end. Let's see. As Ty clear the 6 seconds, actually going to play a lot. A lot of them are on the mediums. Some have gone into hards, but though I think those are the drivers that started on mediums might have actually used 2 sets. Obviously, stops, that's just everyone on their own. Himmy Dimes, notable for jumping up a lot of positions. Rear Harris, notable for jumping up a lot of positions. Gordon, yeah, nice 1 position. Star has actually unfortunately dropped 2. Oh wait, no, Star has lost a position. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was leading. Yeah, that didn't help him at all. Tyler lost 2 positions. Hambad Joe, 55. I don't know if that's a Carlos Sainz fan or if he just likes the number. Jump up 10 positions. Tax Collector 1. Stephen Beecham 3. Lost 3. Ollie J gained 7. And then Mallard and Big Boots both lost 1. TJ lost 6, Echo lost 11, that's not what he should have wanted. Rear Ashton gained 1, and Ollie Bean unfortunately lost 4, as Ollie Bean is catching up to the field along with the Williams here. We're gonna just get back up their tyres, I reckon. Ollie Bean, oh, he's got a full battery, what a lad. Gonna catch back up. We're gonna have probably one more lap on safety car. It's gonna be coming into lap 20. We're gonna have safety car restart, I reckon. We're not gonna know until we get there, unfortunately. Ollie Bean, yeah, he is more than enough time to catch up. He doesn't even need to worry about it. As this is pretty, it's going to be down to the RP and P1 here to set the pace on the safety car restart. Not sure if it's going to take a really slow run to the line, or if it's going to want to launch it nice and early to just chop chop. It is the first safety car, which I know it's a lot of drivers sort of take a slower launch during the first safety car, and once you get to like second or third, then they just want to get to it, so they just go. Let's actually jump up to our race leaders here. The RB here will be looking in its mirrors an awful lot, checking out for what Warner's doing, checking out for what Rio's doing. They'll be pressuring into turn 1 here. You'll really need to keep an eye. There's an Aston Martin in P0 and P3 here with the safety car. Literally everyone boxed at the exact same time, so it's effectively a restart, and I was correct there. It is safety car restart in this lap. So we're actually coming through turn 10 now, as the Sev is going to be able to set the pace with a 69 on his car. Nice. Getting their tyres up to 10 pits. Get the engine up to the right wherever it mounts. Get their front tyres up, because he's going to need that front temperature to make it through turn 1 and 2. You're absolutely fling it through turn 1 here. He'll watch out coming through turn 12 when he's going to take the jump. I could exit turn 13, he's just going to accelerate straight out of turn 13 like normal. Oh no, it's taking a little bit longer. Oh, he's taking a real slow one. Oh, when he's taking, that's a good launch, that's a good launch from him. Ooh, coming through turn 1, this could be too wide further back. As Rio Harris has gone off, he's been able to re-enter pretty much in the same position. Oh no, he's lost 2 positions, unfortunately. That's not what he's going to want. He's lost another one to Michael Louis there with the grass on the tyres, I reckon. As Echo manages to get past TJ further down the field. As there's also battles going on in the middle, which I'm going to try and keep an eye of here. I don't know how much of them I'm going to look at. There's even further down. It was like 3 wide a second ago. What is Ollie J doing? Yeah, that's why I couldn't find Ollie J. I was looking for Ollie J because he was swerving. He's in a barrier. That is not what he wanted. Oh my god, he was swerving off the track. I was like, what is he doing? Trying to spectate, and he just perished. Okay, it's back to a Ferrari 2-3 with the RB in P1. Nearly a second gap. DRS will be activated in this lap, but that detection point would be absolutely useless because it's before the lap has started. As we've got a safety car. Who is out the race? Who has caused that one? Not Ollie. It is TJ, which is unfortunately spun. That is not what he's wanting for himself. It's Ollie Bean is back in the pits, along with Echo actually. I wouldn't think of Echo needing a wing change, but oh well. He might do, Back on the softs for 9. I don't know if I do that. I mean, hards. No, I wouldn't do hards. Well, again, to be fair, they're at the back. They've got nothing to lose, do they? It's not like the guys in front of them are on like 10 lap hole mediums where fresh set medium is going to have such significant pace. These guys, yeah, it's just probably try and gain as many positions as possible and then save their life. And now I have to try and waffle for the next couple of laps under safety car. I'm just going to follow TJ catching up with the safety car. I mean, having a look at these current regulations, they are very wide. Because the new regulations, obviously, we had the first race of the Australian Grand Prix in the 2026 season. The car's a lot skinnier, which I think will benefit a lot of tracks. I mean, I know dirt, yeah, it's still a big issue. Ollie, what is it up with you, bro? Getting penalties under safety car, that is criminal. Yeah, so I know dirt, yeah, it's still an issue, but as much as run out of battery that halfway down the straight is very bad, I don't like it. At least it's causing overtakes. I mean, there's a lot of swapping around where they're not actually holding overtakes, but at least there's something. At least the highlights aren't like 3 minutes long anymore. Unfortunately, here in Albert Park earlier, obviously Oscar Piastri been in it on the outlap of the race. Not really what he wanted, because the Piastri stand paid all that money to go see their homeboy, and he's just in a wall. Didn't even get to start the race. Didn't even get on the formation lap. Like, very unfortunate of him. Did Hibby Dimes just? Oh no, Hibby Dimes and Rita Harris just swapping around on the safety car, swap back. Pretty sure that's just accidentally just going a little bit too fast. Seems like everyone is formed, apart from we've got 2 more drivers at the back on their soft compounds of. Why is the Williams dropping positions? Was his Delta that bad? His Delta. What? Okay. Ferrari. The 2025 Ferrari engine, I think, sounds like a pile of dog shit, but that's just my opinion. I'm a Merc engine fan. It's probably my favourite F1 engine. Definitely not a Renault engine person. I own a Renault in real life, doesn't mean I think the F1 engines are any good. Right, we're going to ride back on board with our race leader for the other restart. Actually, no, we're going to ride on board with Gordon. Get it from the point of view of P2 here. Going to see P1 here, the RB went for a real slow restart last time. Really took it to just before the line to launch it. We're going to see what they do this time. They're going to launch out at turn 13. They're going to wait till the line again, do it a little bit closer, maybe coming off the apex to turn 14. They could even do it from here. I wouldn't think they'd want to do it from here. This is a bit too early. When are they going to take it? Leaving it quite out again. Oh, he's got a nice launch off the line once again. P2 isn't going to have any chance. He just loses that position here as Star bombs past his teammate. Oh, Gordon had a little snap of the rear, which let Rio Harris straight back through, and even Himmy Dimes has managed to completely clear him here. Michael Louis can have a little look around the outside. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but Gordon did not want to lose that position to Himmy Dimes too easily. He's going to keep on battling for it. There's a lot of fights down the field of this soft runners. Okay, we're going to actually... Oh, and that is that. That's Echo. That's the other McLaren out. That's the other McLaren out, unfortunately. Oh, no. That is a big crash. Is that, yes, another safety car? No, that seems like a full caution. No, it's a full call safety. Very unfortunate for them. Happy I started watching them because, oh dear. That is, what is that? They have damage, they have damage. Just, what, everyone has damage. Okay, the Seb is probably stressing because they've got 2 perfect safety car restarts, I would say, and now they have to do another. Go another couple laps and physically won't be able to have any more safety cars. As Gordon retires in the pit. What? Okay. Also, just so many drivers boxing, it's just going to be a soft run to the end, pretty much. Gordon retires. Did he put on the wrong tyres? And because it's social race, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, even to be fair, left, he might just genuinely had to go. Sev didn't box, Star didn't. Rio Harrison and Tommy Johns did. They were very good for their ability to cut through the field here. To actually think it would give them an advantage. Interesting strategies. Softs, I think, now can go to the end after the safety car restart, because it's not going to come in this lap, so it'll come in coming into lap 26, and we have like 3 or 4 laps of racing, so I think it should be okay. They might die a little bit on the final lap, but generally they should be okay to go to the end. We're going to go back to the furthest car. We're going to watch TJ catch up again, because he's on a snap. Because yes, again, he was in another incident. Well. Okay, MB has suggested that because I ran out of stuff to waffle about under safety car, that I'll just tell you about a waffle recipe. So we're going to read off a waffle recipe. Right, okay. Classic waffle recipe. This is for... What is this? This is for Belgian waffles? Oh, that might be. Hey, I'll go for a Belgian waffle, you know. I honestly... Nah, you know, waffles with a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of fruit, or... Gorgeous, mate, gorgeous. I don't really eat them too much, to be fair. This one. For Belgian waffle, you need 150 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 free-range egg. What is actually free? I mean, I understand free range is better for, like, the chickens, but realistically, does it change the taste? No. Some semi-skilled milk, 240 millilitres. And you can add who would add an orange to their waffle? Like inside, vanilla extract. You know what, that'd be pretty nice. You just mix it all. Oh, actually, just mix them all together. Shove them in a waffle machine. And you get a lovely. You know what? I'm a bar waffle machine and make myself some waffles. Alright, hopefully this is coming in this lap, because I don't want to talk about waffle recipes anymore. There we go, safety car in this lap, coming into lap 26. We'll get a safety car restart. As Sev will be leading it yet again. Bro is getting so fed up with safety car restarts. If that Sal going to lose it. Michael Louis jumped to P3. Like, Ollie Bean, through the shenanigans of safety cars, has jumped up to P7. I mean, he has got match with Echo, but the oldest softs. And everyone behind him is in brand new softs. So he may be good, but also, to be fair, he only had, what, like a sector of driving him fast. And you can do an outlap on softs in this track and get a 1% tyre wear, so he should be fine. As we're going to see. Or is he just going for it? Oh, yeah, he ain't messing around this time. He's getting fed up, like I said, second and third. They just give up. What is going on further down the field? He's still got a good jump, to be fair. But everyone is very spread out. Oh, we had a little bit of a snap as Michael Louis picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could lose in the podium here. Any battles going on further down there? Oh, it's gap to leader. That's why I found it weird. I was thinking, why are they so spread? As tax collector further down the field, we're gonna keep an eye on it. Ooh, very close ball racing here. Opening on bins out of this corner once again. Now they've made it through nice and tidy. Nice and tidy, lad. Tax collector is going to be making a move. He is so close to the Alpine of Ollie Bean up ahead. He's not going to get it very well open. We're going to go the first lap with no DRS assistance with pure drive and battery management, which apparently no one has any. They're all just burning it down the straight. Ollie Bean, criminal send. Danny Rick, like, is an awesome race. As Ollie Bean up at P6, that is very nice from him. Tax collector Rio Harris making moves as well. Oh, Rio Harris up the inside of turn 12, lovely. It was a little bit of dive on, but he went for the switch, but it didn't really work. I swear, the dive from Rio Harris has already built up to this PA position here. a start will have DRS on the leader coming out on the next straight, so we'll probably have to have a look there. DRS is going to get the P7 position. He is. Okay, now Ollie Bean is going to be the next victim, I reckon. Very close there as we've got yellow flags out, but doesn't seem like anyone's off, so not to worry. As the Aston Martin got his sights set, as the Merc has lost the car, unfortunately. That is not what they want to be doing. Okay, they're still dropping. Are they out? No, they're not out. They haven't actually crashed. They just dropped to last. Oh, okay. Echo's out. Right. Oh, and Echo is in the barrier. I don't think we could physically have safety cars at this point in the race. So, as Rio Harris did make a pass on Beam, but I missed that due to the shenanigans of Echo there, as he actually binned it into a wall. Okay, holy flick. Stephen Beecham on his 10-hold hards. Rio's got on past all the soft runners, which was going to be the biggest challenge. Now he's on the drivers with their old tyres. Is he going to be able to make these softs have enough grip for long enough to actually be able to get these overtakes for the race win? If he can, that'd be a very impressive final stint for him. Rio Harris in the fast lap of the race, nearly at 117, even over 18-0 in a race situation during overtakes. It's very good from him, as Henry Dimes, I think, got an overtake. I'm not too sure. We're going to have to get some VAR to check that one out. It's TJ back in the box, maybe for a fastest lap. Ooh, nice moves there between the Papaya and the Williams. And Ollie has binned it into a wall. Yes, again. Is that rear wing damage it's going to get? No, it'll be very unfortunate. Again, we cannot get safety cars at this point in the race, so that's just going to be him completely out now. Probably actually not in last, considering the other people have also crashed, but very unfortunate. As I said, probably coasting to a win here. Star P2 probably pretty much got that lot down, apart from, unless Rio Harris can do something special in these final laps, as he's got past the Stephen Beecham now, as he has a sight set on tie clear. He'll have DRS here. This should be a breeze for him as long as he has the battery to burn, which he's got more than tie clear, so that little bit of extra battery should do, and then he's got those revs hide. He's going to get that little bit of that slipstream, and he's got DRS assistance. This should be pretty easy. If not, he'll be able to at least have better grip on the racing line here. Yeah, tie clear, burnt his battery to defend there. Now Rio is going to be able to attack on the second DRS straight of the lap here, of the final lap. He will not be able to actually catch up enough though. I understand he's being patient, but I'm being an impatient commentator. So, yeah. It's Ollie Bean still holding that P8 there. The Red Bulls are together in 6-7. That was not intentional originally. This should Rio get a ring open. Oh yeah, this did. Easy wins. Timmy Dimes on his teammate further down the field. They're going wheel to wheel here. I don't think that was an intentional swap. I think that was just an overtake there. Through turn 9 and 10 here, as Ollie's gone into the Inters. Don't know where his brain cells has gone. He should be driving that Scuderia Ferrari for that sort of tyre strategy, but Rio up in P4, will he be able to reclaim his podium position? But no, he will not, as they pass over the line. The Sev wins the race, followed by Star, followed by Michael Louis, then Rio Harris, then Ty Clear, Young Henry Dimes, Stephen Beecham, Tax Collector, Ollie Bean, Mallard, Real Ashton Army, Big Boots, Hammer, TJ, Hammer Joe, and Ollie J. Then the rest are unclassified. As we're going to get the final race result with penalties, as Rio Harris has actually managed to get within the penalty threshold to steal a P2 there. So the 7 P1 with a lead of 6 seconds. Rio Harris P2, Michael Louis, Star, Henry Dimes, Stephen Beecham, Ty Clear, Tax Collector, Real Ashton, Mallard, Big Boots, Hammer Joe, Ollie Bean, TJ, and Ollie J. 7-7 finishing on the Inters, which still hasn't actually finished technically. So he's going to ride on board with him for come through turn 13 and 14. Got a very dirty car going lawn merger in this race. And he's binned it before the final corner. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Probably was. But anyway, that was an interesting that was an interesting social race. Fortunately, I missed the first lap, but that let me get up the stream real quick before we end. We're just gonna go over some chat notes as we watch this podium position here. Right, I would love to give a shout out to DC Racer for claiming his channel points. Thank you, DC Racer. Go follow him on Twitch. I think he does Twitch and TikTok. He does TikTok. That's a good one. Go check out obviously Arrow, the guy who owns the league as well. That's a big one. I'm gonna see if anyone wants interviews. We're actually gonna 1 second. We're just gonna see if anyone wants to get into interviews. Would you guys like to do some interviews real quick? Okay.
Why not?
I don't know who actually finished the highest out there.
Seth
Nasev.
won.
Yeah, you won. I
Me.
didn't know, so you were in it. Okay. What was your thoughts on that race? You seem to pretty much have a fairly dominant show, apart from a few battles throughout. You seem to get really fed up with your safety car restarts.
Yeah, the safety car restarts was the only thing that really got me to stress because I wanted to do something new every time, but yeah, the overall race was just
Yeah,
plain.
yeah. I noticed the first one you were really slow. Then by the third, you just went straight. Like you seem to just be getting fed up and just impatient.
Yeah.
And then is that all? You, seems to be a
Yeah, there's
pretty good
nothing
race
much
from
to
you.
add.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good race to start to get into the new season. And then moving on to Rio, believe actually you ended up jumping up to P2 on penalties with that amazing final stint just cutting through the field there. So, very good race. Have you got any notes coming into the new season?
Yeah, just gonna fucking drive fast. That's it.
Honestly, that's how you
Is it?
win races. That's how you win championships. So, I mean, if that's all, then we're going to move on to Star. Not sure if you were the next finish up, but Star, have you got any notes from that race? Anything to take into the new season?
Yeah, I'm taking nothing into the new season, Kerr. I've been dropping frames at high speed corners all weekend. So fuck doing a tier 1 race.
Well, I'll just say in the chat that you'll win every race. It worked in Austria, so if I do it for all
As you can
True,
see,
true, true.
he's not very happy.
Yeah, very unhappy.
And then Himi Dimes. What happened with you in the race there?
He's just... Oh, he's here. Is he here? He is here.
Just got stuck.
Oh, okay.
Just go.
Oh, that's just heavily depressing. Anything you taking into the new season, or are you just gonna work on general improvement?
I'm just looking to improve and try and beat Cookie this time.
I mean, beating Cookie is a task that is very difficult for anyone. Although there were definitely some very good races. Definitely could have changed around last season. So I reckon this season we could have a few different champions. There's a few different people that I could see being champions. And Vecno,
Just call him
Vesho,
Echo.
Echo. Oh man, I decided to read that as all one word. Are you here? Is there anything from that race that you want to take into the new season?
Apart from crashing now.
Yeah. Were you part of that fairly big
Apart
crash?
from getting Yeah, it's getting taken up by that Mercedes driver. Yes,
Yeah,
I was a part of that.
I was following the race leaders and then saw that everyone was within like a tenth of each other, so just went down and just saw everyone just throw it into a wall. Uh, so that was very unfortunate for everyone involved. At least it is only a social race, so it shouldn't. It's not like it's going to impact the championship or
Yeah.
anything. But has anyone else got any more notes for the end of the interviews?
I'm just hoping for at least a podium next season.
Honestly,
That's my goal.
I think it could be there. Like, there's tier 1 would be very fun to watch. Especially, I'm not 100% sure who'll win the championship. Could go many ways. I think about 4 ways. I could say it could go. So, anyway, if you like the stream, make sure you subscribe and follow We Have Fun F1 on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe there, and check it for the new season when it starts. There'll be more news on all of its social media platforms. We Have Fun F1. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.